in our administration. No nation has ever unified Afghanistan. No nation. Empires have gone there and not done it. The focus we had, and I strongly supported, and you may remember I physically went to Afghanistan. I was up in that pass where Osama bin Laden was allegedly escaped or out of harm's way. We went for two reasons. One, to bring Osama bin Laden to the gates of hell, as I said at the time. The second reason was to eliminate al-Qaeda's capacity to deal with more attacks in the United States from that territory. We accomplished both of those objectives, period. That's what I believed from the beginning, why we should be and why we should have gone to Afghanistan. That job had been over for some time. And that's why I believe that this is the right decision and, quite frankly, overdue.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.
Bam. What's up, everybody?
70.
Hello.
Episode.
Everybody's mad. Possibly the worst video we could be forced to watch. That is pretty bad.
All right.
But
Hey.
it goes right into what we're talking about today, and we're ready to rock today.
Ready to rock.
It is episode 70.
70.
Pew Pew Nation Live.
I got to be here for it.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Jack? What's up,
I
everybody?
started this shit 70 weeks ago. Like, I literally was bored. I was like, I don't know, people ask me gun questions all the time. I'm just gonna start doing a podcast.
It was one night before a hockey game or something.
It was.
Because I remember I was on the podcast and then you refed our hockey.
Yeah. It was. I don't even
Put me in the box for something.
Yeah, because you're a hack, probably. So welcome, guys, everybody, to episode 70, Pew Pew Nation Live.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
we do apologize for having you watch that video, but it does play into
It plays right
a lot
into
of what we're going to be talking about today. And yeah, if we did fire you up a little bit, good, because maybe the comments will come flowing and we can get some good conversation going. Because I certainly have my own opinions on what's taking place.
We just wanted to let everybody see for themselves the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. You want to go up and throw somebody else under the bus. I mean, you've had 8 months under the rain, man.
Well, did you
could've
see? But did you see
stopped
the
this and did
video?
whatever you wanted.
Hold on, you guys are getting ahead of
Wait,
yourselves.
but there is another. There is another
See
video.
how much we're all fired up.
Shit, there's another video out there with that asshole that we just showed you at the beginning of the video, and he literally
Yes, I
goes.
fed Enzo, Moe.
He goes on, and yes, I am on it right now. So go ahead, Mo. You can yell at me for yelling at you guys. But now you messed me up. Stop yelling at me, man. Come on. All right.
Yes,
Anyway.
I fed it up. All right, we're gonna get into it in a second, but
We got a
let's
few things.
talk
We got a lot
about
of content.
let's talk about what's going on today. So last week we started the Mission to Zero giveaway on episode 69 of Pew Pew Nation Live. I don't know why I'm holding this. I need to drink it.
Hey, man.
It's episode 70.
Episode 70. Bush latte.
Hell yeah.
And a
Thanks for joining
non-alcoholic
us.
beverage over here for a good friend.
Yeah, non-alcoholic IPA.
We normally don't drink if we're
Hey,
showing
nothing
guns.
wrong with that.
Yep,
We're not
no.
showing any firearms
No
tonight.
guns, so we're drinking.
And I don't drink, so I just.
All right, so episode
Any
70, we're going to talk about this Mission to Zero giveaway in Mission 0 Hours. We actually are going to have a phone call in about 45 minutes with Sean, the mastermind behind Mission 0 Hours, who's a veteran himself. And we've raised a shit ton of money. Like, you guys have blown my mind, seriously.
You guys are awesome.
I was expecting, like, I set a goal of $1,000 last week, and I was like, yeah, maybe we'll hit 1,000. We hit 1,000 in like an hour.
Yeah.
I laid down the challenge to match 1,000, and I was hoping I'd have to write the check. I was literally writing that check in about 13 minutes. I mean,
Yeah,
and
it was crazy.
I'm proud to do it. I'm proud to do it.
It was awesome. So we are to $2,640 as of right now. $2,640. That's with Matt's $1,000 match on there. So $2,640. My goal, and we're going to cut this off at 8 o'clock, and we have the. Let me get this off the screen so I can see what's going on. There's so much stuff going on. Oh my God!
Don't film everything.
I know. And we have the wheel. We gotta think of a cool name for it. The PEW PEW Wheel of Names. I don't know.
It's gonna,
PEW.
yeah, we'll think of something.
That was horrible.
That was.
Yeah,
That was
I'm not-
that.
I gotta have a couple more of these.
We
Think
did
of like a revolver.
We just
we'll
lost
talk
like
about.
4 people for that. Come on.
Gavin, I got your other 50. I appreciate it. Brian,
Gavin, you're the man.
got your other 50.
Yeah, we saw him pouring in.
Mary Ann Vincent, I got yours just a little while ago. We appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome.
Yep.
I'm going to throw a challenge out there, though. We want to hit $3,000 right now. So we got an hour. We have an hour before we cut this off because I can't keep adding names. It's just impossible to keep doing this while I'm on the podcast. Everybody's on there right now. I'm going to show you guys this wheel of names real quick. I'm going to give you a
Lot of
sneak,
names.
A quick sneak peek.
sneak
All right, boom.
peek.
Bam.
Hold on. Oh,
Oh.
nope, not yet.
Wait.
I gotta find it. I got so much shit going on. Where did the wheel of names go?
Well, I'll
There it is.
say while you're looking for that, show that wheel.
Bam!
of names.
Look at that
all
wheel of
these
names.
people.
Look at all these people.
You
There's
guys are all stars.
there is
I don't care what you donated.
167 names on this list. So
If it was $10, if it was $20, $50, $100, $500, $1,000, I don't care what you donated. You guys are awesome for donating. I mean, this was, Andy and I talked about this a few times this week, how just blown away we were in the response that we got. And this was a cool thing. At Mission 0 100 Hours, we're going to talk to Sean more about that here a little later in the show, and I can't wait to get him on.
this is gonna be awesome.
You guys are going to hear from him, so think of questions you want to ask Sean. Sean's a veteran himself, and I told Sean, I said, man, I just want you to tell your story. And I want him to talk about how he started Mission 0 100 Hours, so we're going to hear from him on that. But we decided tonight to keep this going, because we were originally going to cut it off about 6:30 p.m. so that we could get people on the wheel. But I said, well, you know what, when we go live, we could probably regenerate, get another last push, and see if we can blow through that $3,000 goal. So if you guys still want to donate, you still have time for every for every $10 you well, it was really drunk.
Yeah, oh,
For every
shit, I gotta add a lot of
$10 you donate, you
He's
get
been
one
drinking.
entry on the wheel. Which
Yeah.
one entry on the wheel for every $10 you donate. It's going to go 100% proceeds to Mission 0 100 Hours. I mean, we're doing everything. I'm going to even pay for the shipping for the prizes to go out so that we don't even have to dip in anything. We're going to go 100%. And after tonight, after 8 p.m. tonight, you guys can always go to mzhh.org to donate to them directly. So I just want everybody to know where you can always donate directly, because you can, regardless whether we did this or not, beyond tonight at 8 p.m., you can donate still. And these guys are always accepting donations.
I'm just gonna do a little workout while we're here.
How many? 250
Oh
rounds?
yeah, 250 rounds,
High
guys.
commodity.
8
So-
pounds of ammo.
8 pounds. That's what it is.
8 pounds of ammo. You want to know why? Because I tried shipping out to that. I can't.
The
Sorry
last
if you're
winner.
watching. I couldn't remember the name of the winner that
Yeah.
won the 500 rounds, but I tried to ship it out, and UPS got mad at me because I was going to blow up their plane.
So 250 rounds, a Freedom Fatigues gift card. I don't even remember how much. Did we even discuss that amount? I don't know. I feel like it's a lot.
It's in there.
I don't
It's
know.
in there.
Freedom Fatigues gift card, Michigan Barbecue Supply gift card.
$50.
And that's- Yep, $50 from Michigan Barbecue Supply. And this is Sean's company, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay. So
Let
Sean,
me tell you about this hot sauce.
Also-
this is a 3-pack.
Risky Brisket. So you
And-
got bonfire sauce, green sauce,
Dude makes this himself.
Yeah, they make it, man. That's their
and
sauce.
red sauce.
All right.
That stuff.
The not so hot sauce.
I love that stuff.
It's still hot.
I love hot
It
sauce.
says not so hot.
It
So-
says not so hot,
I'm
but
gonna
I'll
go
tell
with
you, you
not
put
so
enough
hot.
of it on something that's pretty
I was
hot.
gonna say
eat
I
hot
had
sauce.
this green one on the baked potato bar.
Awesome. I
Yeah,
did
it was
too. I
freaking
put some
good.
on
It
mine.
was good.
Yes. I haven't had the very hot heat one yet, but I do have it. So these are great hot sauce. The flavor's phenomenal. I mean, they didn't just go, oh, we're gonna pump out our own hot sauce.
this
line.
one-
They did
This one's catching my attention right here because it says right here it's got smoked garlic, Reaper,
Yes.
Ghost, Habanero.
Yes,
The only thing it's missing is like
That stuff sounds amazing.
and let me tell you, man,
there's a couple other peppers in
we
there.
ate Sean's cooking
Yes,
Friday
we did.
night.
Yes,
okay?
we did. That dude knows
The
how
man
to
can
cook.
cook. But they just had a barbecue competition last weekend, and his team, Risky Brisket, they did very well. I think they got a 3rd overall or 4th overall. Sean will tell us again. But they're really starting to hit their stride too right now in competition barbecue. They're
Nice.
cooking, and
That's awesome.
so
That's cool.
they know what they're doing. They know flavor profiles and sauces, and I know that this was a painstaking process for them to put together these hot sauces. So having them in the prize packs a huge
That's
value.
awesome. That's awesome. And we got Sonic Boom exploding targets. I didn't bring today. I forgot them again. But I have 4 1-pounders and 4 half-pounders and a pack of 10 22 targets. So all that stuff, I added it all up today. It's worth about $500. So you donate $10 and you could possibly win $500 worth of stuff, and you're helping
Animal
out.
alone.
Yeah, and you're helping out an amazing organization. So we're
What
gonna
I'm
talk
gonna say
more.
right now is you guys put all this together. Risky Brisket, Michigan Barbecue Supply, Freedom Fatigues here. Chris, thank you for putting this gift card in.
Right on.
Andy, thank you for your contributions to this, because you know what? I mean, you donate and we're giving you guys free stuff. None of this is coming out of the donation pool. Like,
Yeah,
this is
no,
all
it's all
donations to
donations.
get you guys to donate.
Yeah,
250
rounds.
Can I hold this out until the end of the show?
I bet you'll start shaking.
I priced it. Same here.
All right, so we're going to talk more about that in a little bit, but if you donate in the next 50 minutes, make sure you comment. Yes. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just checking. I didn't want to be like,
Yeah, I like
Okay,
it.
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
hold
Chris,
on.
well,
real
because
quick.
we were like, we never talked
Yeah,
about it. So then we
really
got on
talked
air, and I'm
about
like
it.
sitting there going, oh shit, we'll put it in there.
If you guys donate in the next 50 minutes, make sure you comment donate or donated or something so that I know, because I'm trying to watch like 3 screens at once and it's crazy right now. So just comment donated. I'll find it. I'll figure out what you donated. Before we even talk about that, Brian, I'm just gonna say, right now the donations are insane. Brian Goujon
Yeah.
is blowing my mind. Brian is up to $420.
Outstanding.
$420 he's donated. Eric and Stephanie are at $300,
That's awesome.
which is amazing. So you guys are all amazing. Gavin just donated another $50 today. He's up to $250. Who else we got? Jeff Gorgic, Booyah.
Booyah! My
Booyah
brother.
donated $50. Marianne Vincent donated $50. Matt Ragsdale donated $100.
Matt works with me. Good dude.
Beth Harding $100. Paul Thurkow $100. Lynn Marie $20. $100 for Jennifer Harding, and $50 Zach Westheimer and Dan Zachow.
Get it right.
Zacco, sorry, $100. I had to mess it up again.
Yeah.
I love you, Dan. So you guys are freaking awesome. So we got $2,640. I want to hit $3,000. Let's do it. So keep those donations coming. Gavin just said he donated again. Damn, Gavin.
No, it's all right. We might.
Oh shit,
No,
Gavin.
So
Oh, he should probably-
if for some reason anybody walks in here during the show,
we should probably actually close it.
you probably should. But anyway,
We'll close it.
Get shot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Lauren, it's not just him. Lauren is probably actually the one donating everything. We all know.
Well, let's give Lauren some credit. on
Lauren,
this
way to go. And Gavin, I just got you another $100. So Gavin is getting up there. Holy shit, man! I gotta add that in there. So Gavin is at $350. If it'll let me update this here. So $350 for Gavin. I don't know why it's not transferring it to this one. $350.
All right.
So I gotta add 10 more.
Get it on your wheel, man.
10 more in there for Gavin. Let's see. I'm just gonna pull it from here. Where's Gavin? Sorry guys, I'm gotta this real quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Get
8,
everybody
9,
on
10.
there right now.
All right.
Get everybody's
Copy that.
everybody's donations and tallying them up and getting you your
Wheel.
entries on the wheel.
Pasting 10 more in. 177 names on that wheel now. So that is freaking awesome. Cliff Scott asked, how do you go about donating? So right now, if you go to PayPal or Venmo, Venmo is at Pew Pew Nation. It's the donations down at the bottom of the screen here, or PayPal's detailed images at gmail.com. Right down here.
I know, it's like,
Donate to one of those two until 8 o'clock, and then after 8 o'clock, the giveaway is shut off. But you'll be able to still donate. Go to mzhh.org, and you can still donate. But unfortunately, you won't be entered into the giveaway. But you'll still be helping an awesome organization.
Continue to donate. You can set up right on their website. If you guys really do, and some of you guys, the way you're supporting us, thank you again. Thanks a million for doing this. You can set up monthly donations, which is what I think I'll do probably next year. And I've done my one lump sum for this year. Next year, I'm just going to do monthly donations, set up right on their website. But this has been a cool experience, and we talked about, the three of us after the last show. We might pick some other foundations. We're definitely going to pick some other foundations to help out.
For sure.
Veterans,
Absolutely.
police and fire. I mean, this has been great because of you guys and your show of support.
yep, absolutely.
All right, we got to talk about it. Afghanistan.
Yep.
This
Burn a little
disaster.
time while we're waiting to get Sean on the line.
This
Let him
disaster we
donate.
call Afghanistan. Again, if you guys donate while we're talking, just write donate in the comments so I can go find it and add you guys, all that good stuff. But Afghanistan, this freaking disaster that is Afghanistan. If you guys saw my post yesterday, I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of seeing all these liberal morons that are posting about, like, I stand with Afghanistan and all this shit. Like, if you're posting that stuff and you voted for Joe Biden, you are the problem with this country. 100%. You have created the issue that we are experiencing right now. In 8 months, Joe Biden has literally destroyed
You have that video?
the country.
The one you showed me when I got here? Like that one?
Oh, yes, I don't have it on here.
Oh, anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
We'll have to find that one and show you.
It hasn't taken long at all.
Hold on, I'll
The
show it
thing
on my
is,
phone.
For everybody that claims that, well, I voted this way because of women's rights and I'm a humanitarian, you got no idea. You better look at what's going on over there right now. They killed a girl in the street today.
Live.
Live.
There you go. How about
Live
that?
because
How about that picture?
because she uncovered her face.
You want to know how bad it is? People are willing to hang off an airplane. They're willing to hang off
Literally.
an airplane.
That is
to
a
get out of
guy.
there. It's that bad.
That
And,
is a guy stuck in the landing gear of an airplane, of a C-17, right?
Yeah, that's not to show you graphic content. That's to show you what's really going on. And this is crazy that you think you got it bad here right now? That's how bad it is over there. People are willing to try to risk their life to hang off an airplane to get out of there. To just get out of there because they know what's coming.
Alright, here, I'll play this real quick.
It's really been something else. Yeah, this one's good. It's accurate.
Everything.
It's hard to...
Fuck do you get a job and fuck up everything? Everything? Everything. This motherfucker has fucked up everything. Gas, water, air, everything.
It's 100% true. I saw it today, I had to post it, it was fantastic. Oh, shit.
I got a
Hold on.
question, Chris.
Yeah.
I gotta know as a veteran, man. And I'm not a veteran, but I know somebody that died in Afghanistan fighting over there. And he wasn't on his first deployment. He was on his third, and he actually did believe in the humanitarian side because he said, "Man, that's
People
that's
over there, yeah, I mean, like overall, civilians, most of them, it's not them that are bad, it's the Taliban regime and everything. But there's nothing I want more than have our boys on it. Trust me that. I mean, and girls, sorry, boys and girls, want to be correct. But this isn't the way to do it, obviously. There's ways to go about it, so.
See what I just updated? Eric Johnson just donated $200 more, just so you know.
Thanks, Eric.
So just so you know, Brian, Eric is now ahead of you.
I got competition going.
Eric and Stephanie combined have donated $500.
That's awesome.
Brian better step his game up.
I think he's still pretty damn good.
Again, we're accepting donations for Mission 0 100 Hours. MZHH.org if you want to check out the organization. And the founder is going to be on. We're going to call him live here at 7:45. But Chris, you were talking about, we were on the subject of Afghanistan. And I get it, man. I agree. I don't want anybody over there, any of our troops over there. I think we should pull everybody out.
Absolutely,
The way we went about doing it, we're leaving a lot of people behind.
But you can't do that. Like once we already went over there, we got ourselves already involved in that. You're in it now. You cannot just say, all right, now it's time to just pull out. Like if you watch the video that we were showing you, Biden was going off saying that there's not going to be any problems. They've got 300,000 well-trained troops. They're going to be just fine. They knew damn well, in my mind, this is my opinion, the administration knew damn well that this was going to happen. This is their way of getting in there and getting our troops back in there. It makes them look like they're bringing the troops home. All right, let's make America think we're bringing the troops home like we promised. All right, now they already knew what was going to happen. They knew that if they pull them out of there, it's going to be chaos. And they're going to have to send the troops back in, and there's going to be war. This gets them their war. My wife's watching. I literally bet my wife after Biden was announced president. I bet her. I said, at some point in time before the end of this year, you watch the last administration, not a single war. There will be a war before 2022. Some form of conflict. That's how they make money.
Does that count
Right?
on our own soil? Because
Because it's
kinda happening.
It's a moneymaker for them. That's all. I mean, it's time they need. That's just my opinion.
You know, for the people that say, you know, well, why didn't they stick up for themselves? They had an army, why didn't they fight? I know what it is. Look at how these people have lived for thousands of years. Well beyond before America was even a country. They've always lived under rules. You don't just automatically become this society, and for all you that are like, why didn't you do anything? Well, you know, I know a lot of people that just kind of been buckling lately and just kind of doing things and willing to all of a sudden give up certain rights. And let me tell you,
Look at New York.
they're talking about getting rid of, you know,
Look at
some
New
of
York.
these gun laws and stuff and where they want to ultimately go. When you don't have firearms, that's how easy. Look at Afghanistan. That's how easy and that's how fast.
Yep.
The country can be quickly taken over.
I think Biden even said in that video, it's not. I mean, it's not something that's gonna like take place over a weekend or anything. Like, yeah, okay, let's say it happened overnight.
Literally
You know,
overnight.
Yeah,
you know,
Literally
yeah.
overnight. Cliff Scott, I got your donation too. I don't know if I mentioned that, so thank you, Cliff, for donating.
guys are
Sorry,
awesome.
I'm trying to keep up on everything. So.
You got a lot of administrative duties to do tonight. Show number 70, though.
I guess. I mean,
I don't know. I just think it's insane, and then you get all these people that keep talking about like, well, this was Trump. Trump had this plan. No, Trump had a plan, an actual plan, not just like let's just go. There was a plan
Pull out.
to pull out,
yeah, but they. not-
properly, and the plan, the main part of the plan, and I had Trump's quote last night. And I sure wrote it down, but. The main part of Trump's plan was if the Taliban backs out on any part of the plan, he will go in with extreme prejudice and literally destroy them. That was his, like, not exact quote, but that was exactly pretty much what he said.
Which
It was with extreme prejudice and like they've never seen before. If you guys fuck up again, we're gonna destroy you.
All, baby.
That's it. And that's literally, and to me, that's what needs to happen. We need to just get 5,000 of the baddest freaking Navy SEALs, Army guy, whatever, every fucking
That's
whoever
not keep
wants to
Don't
go
even
in
put
there.
anybody on the ground. Just start launching shit from our planes and from the sea,
Yeah,
land, and air. I
The
mean,
problem is you still do have the freaking people that are good people over there. And that's
well, I'm
what
not
sucks.
saying level the place. I'm saying take out the shit that we have over there. This is another topic that pisses me off.
Oh, the stuff that we
All
have.
of our equipment that
Yeah.
they just decided.
Oh, I agree
and,
with
and then
that,
Pelosi says, "Yeah, we just do. Yeah, we leave shit over there. Couches, trucks, stuff like that. Not drones and missile, banks and shit like guns, thousands of guns, ammo. I mean, all the stuff that we have. And honestly, if we can take out a dude in his car driving from the airport, like one dude,
Yeah.
or take out his car. obviously we took out more than one dude. We took his car out, but if we can take that out strategically, we can take out every single piece of equipment. I know it's going to be expensive, but honestly, taking that off the hands of the terrorists is a lot better than what it's going to cost.
Usually don't
Hey,
leave
I paid
Apache
for some of that
helicopters.
shit.
Right now,
Hey,
I'll start a
stop
GoFundMe
yelling.
page. Sorry, am I
Oh,
too
we
loud?
spiked.
Oh,
You're
we
spiking
spiked the
the
meter.
So that's where Andy comes in.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll.
Listen, I
we have
paid
to-
for it. I'm fine.
I will start a
Blow it up.
GoFundMe page just to blow that shit up.
Hey, look, here's
But seriously, that's what needs to happen. We need to blow all that shit up.
But the fact
and
that
the
they're not
thing
doing
is that we could go in there and you just give these guys get rid of the bureaucratic bullshit. You guys, it's a voluntary insurgents, I guess you could call it, of people that you want to go in there. What guns do you want? Here you go. We're the U.S. military. We can give it to you. You go in there. We're not asking any questions. We don't want to know what happened. Just take care of the shit. Wipe them off the face of the fucking planet. We're done. And you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to deal with it. We're done.
You just got to see where it goes, you know. And this is where we are. Elections have consequences. We had a plan to get out of there.
Oh, this election
And
had nothing to do with the people voting.
For the first time in my 39 years, there was actually a peace agreement in the Middle East. And all that was really basically is those guys had an understanding that if they got out of line, we were going to be back in there so fast, so hard, so quick to knock them back. That wasn't worth it. But you know what? They sat around, they waited it out. They saw what was going on. They waited it out. Once things change with the administration, and you look at what's going on, nobody really cares. Nobody's really doing anything. We
They
came
don't
out of
care.
vacation, made a speech, basically blamed the last guy. He'd been in the office for 8 months. Blamed the last guy.
He blamed
and then-
everybody.
And then took off
Yeah.
out of town. Back again, back on vacation again. Where are you? I mean, when the coronavirus hit, say what you want, but the last guy was in the White House for 2 months, giving daily briefings.
Yep.
Giving briefings on Saturday and Sunday. You work hard. I work hard. I run a company.
But
I
he
work
can't
on
give a
weekends.
briefing. He can't even talk.
Well,
He can't get through. He can't even
He's
get through
reading
a
the
5-minute.
teleprompter,
You
man.
can't even read the teleprompter.
But I mean, if you don't think this is our problem because it's in a faraway land, here's how this really upsets nationals.
Bring it back
I'm gonna
home.
tell you
Bring it
right
back home,
now,
man.
Bring it back home.
Bring it back home. I
Bring
want
it
to hear
back
it.
home. You know what's wide open right now? I just got to shut the back door, right? What's wide open right now is that southern border.
Yep.
Our back door is open.
It's open, wide open. Anybody can come in. Right now, they're flowing across the border. We don't know who's in there.
Nope.
What's to say one of these guys? You want me? I'm going to go one more further for you. It's not even bombs and airplanes I worry about anymore. Look at what people were willing to do for a roll of toilet paper about 18, 20 months ago.
For
the
flu.
pandemic.
For
what
the
they
flu.
did.
They're still
look,
doing it.
Look what they're willing to do. Okay,
Yeah.
this little pandemic really wasn't much anything because it's a 99% survival chance. But what if a group of these guys decided to inject themselves with Ebola? They're willing to strap on a vest or crash an airplane, kill themselves.
Yeah.
Inject themselves with Ebola and spread around, and all of a sudden we got a real pandemic on our hands.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do it. They can come right across the border. They walk right across the southern border. So if you don't think that matters, you don't think this is your problem because it's way over there, it's our problem. It's your problem.
Once they get here,
Yeah.
our own government's taking them and putting them on buses, planes, and shipping them all around the country.
Right.
COVID, they don't test for nothing.
Nope.
Right.
But, you know,
That'd be racist if they tested.
That's right.
It'd be profiling or something.
that's another thing we need to talk about. You know, the whole New York, that's another show in itself.
Oh God, yeah.
It's not racist to require ID to go eat, but if you want to vote, racist.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Problem,
This stuff
you know,
is-
here's
this
the
stuff is
problem with
insane.
that. The majority of the people that are unvaccinated, when you look at it, categorize it by race in the city of New York.
Yep.
If you look at, say, African Americans, because they bring up that minority.
Where's the
class,
NAACP?
that's fine. They are the lowest vaccinated rate minority that there is. So these are the people unvaccinated that don't have the cards to go do basic things like shopping and that. So who are they really discriminating against by making
That's
these
what I said.
rules?
Where's the NAACP?
And I don't blame the minorities for not trusting the government to go run out and get a vaccine. I mean, if I was a minority myself, well, shoot, I wouldn't trust them at all. I mean, look how we've towed these poor people around.
So you know what? I asked my wife a question today. I said, what if right now we were voting in New York? Right now, let's scenario says we're in New York. They're requiring no exceptions, not even medical exceptions to this. I'm sorry, we're going off on a tangent, but anyway.
I know, right?
And it's just no exceptions. Now we're voting, but it's racist to ask for ID for voting IDs. But that's asking for an ID. But if you're going to go in, you have to show your ID, and you have to show a vaccination, proof of vaccination. So what would they do now? Would they probably waive it? Say, yeah, no, you don't need to have it. You can vote, but you can't eat.
That's going to discriminate a lot against the class that they say that they're trying not to discriminate against, what they really are. They just manufacture it that way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well. Anyways.
They did. It stemmed off of we were talking about Afghanistan, our southern border being open, and having them flying here. So I mean, it was a little bit off tangent, but
No, it's not.
I mean,
It all goes together.
it does, and that's the problem. I mean, people, anybody, and the thing, any country, they're coming. Everybody knows. They all know. That's the worst part about it. So anybody.
They do, and that's actually I actually saw a thing with one of the Taliban guys, which by the way, if you guys haven't seen, one of the main Taliban leaders is actually one of the guys that Obama let go from Guantanamo
Oh,
Bay.
that was the Bo Birdow situation.
The
that
traitor,
guy was a
the
traitor.
fucking army
Sorry, Mom, if you're
abandoner.
watching.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. And one of the terrorists is one of the guys that Obama let go. So that's cool. Just a joke.
Good times, man. You can't make this shit up. You really can't.
No.
It's like watching. Courtney, I asked my wife, I came home from work the other day, and this shit in Afghanistan. And she's like, yeah, it happened. She doesn't watch. She tries to stay away from it. I don't blame her.
No.
And so I was pretty surprised. She's like, she goes, it's like a movie almost. It's so terrible. She's like, reminds me of that one movie we watched, World War Z. Where all the zombies are like flocking to something.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, that's how bad, that's how much these people fear the Taliban and what they are going to come and do to them.
Yep.
And that's it. Like women's rights,
It's gone.
they never had them. I mean, they had them, but not. They're gone.
They were
completely.
just getting some sort of resemblance, some sort of progress towards freedom.
And you think what? Like you think of rights here, so much as just driving a car new.
They had a female Air Force pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the guys, I watched a video, I was mentioning it, and I got off, and then I had to look at a comment, and then I forgot.
You got to read some comments.
Yeah, I'm all over the
Probably
place.
should catch up and see where people are at.
Yeah, we got lots of comments.
Want to close the door? Oh. So one of the guys, the Taliban leader dudes, whatever, was on a video talking about how afraid of Donald Trump they were. And how much they feared Trump and what he would do if they backed out of his deal. Clearly, they don't feel the same way about the moron in charge right now.
And the asshole just needs to get out of there. Something's got to happen soon. Like all this stuff that they talk, like all that back in January, like they have all this information and they're gonna come out with it, and it's all gonna be exposed.
So I'm gonna catch up on some comments here real quick. We got a bunch. I'm not even gonna go all the way back, but Diane said blow our shit up that we can't take with us, for crying out loud. 100%. Eric said we're monkeying around. Something will happen soon, guaranteed. Cindy, Sleepy Joe was missing his nap. He's always taking a nap. So I don't know what else he could be doing, but.
I don't know about the vehicles. With Gavin's asking about the vehicles, but they have
I don't think they have like a
the vehicles
computer
themselves,
system in it.
but like the drones. And,
all that
and,
stuff.
Like any sort of like smart bombs and missiles. That's all that shit's there, man. It's everything.
Yeah.
They've got it. They got their hands on every single thing.
Don't understand how you don't take care of that shit right away.
That'd be the first thing. But
Diane asked, how well will these so-called refugees be vetted, I wonder. And that's a real risk too. There's 650 people on the frickin' plane that everybody saw. And there's other planes too. It wasn't just that one. That was just the one that happened to take off with people attached to the outside of it, which is insane. How bad How bad is it when you literally are willing to risk your life? I mean, you're gonna lose your life to hang on the outside of a freaking plane to get out of there. It's insane. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on those planes. I couldn't even imagine what the pilots and the crew
Oh my god.
were thinking as they're like, I mean, you're on a secure runway where it's supposed to be. You can't even have like, I mean, nobody goes out there. You got people underneath the plane and you're driving and you know you're going to be running people over. But you can't stop it. If you stopped the plane, it would have been ripped apart.
They would have
not
torn
because
apart.
not because they are bad people. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, because they're desperate
The people that were trying to get out of there are the Afghani people, and for the most part, like I said, I can't say they're all good. Just like here, Americans, great people. No, I know a lot of assholes, but oh, I thought you were pointing at me.
Because you refereed hockey games, I can tell you
Anyway,
that.
so yeah.
Let's see what else. What else do we miss here?
Democrat isn't a piece of shit.
Oh, Democrat isn't a piece of shit.
They're all dead and gone. That's the old days of Kennedy.
You know, the thing is I actually have some friends that are Democrats. I think it's crazy
And
to say when we debate back and forth, and some of these text threads are so long.
Yeah.
It's funny at the end. It's like, yeah, they understand. They get to the same place that you are because you start talking common sense most of the time.
Yeah.
And you understand that they want the same end result out of life and all the same things that I want.
Yep.
They're just, I don't want to say confused at how to get there. In my eyes, they are, but they just want to get there in different ways.
Exactly.
And apparently, I mean, I feel like it's.
And that's the
misguided.
thing is there
They think
is.
my way is misguided.
I mean, the
It's a free
two-party
country.
system is necessary, really. The problem is that literally the Democrats have forgotten. They forgot who they work for.
Yeah.
They forgot what they're about.
Yeah.
And they forgot exactly what they're
power.
supposed to be doing. It's
About
all about
power,
money and power.
They're all in bed with China. They're all in bed with Ukraine. They're all in bed with Russia. They're all in bed with everybody all over the world. Anywhere they get all this money, and then you got Hunter Biden. That's another story. Smartest man in
Ernie's in the
Joe
finger
Biden knows.
painting.
Holy shit.
So
All right.
anyways, let's
we got Sean coming up here. So let's talk real quick about the ATF attacking rare breed triggers. So I don't know if you guys saw it. We'll show
what is a rare breed?
So
trigger?
rare breed trigger. And actually, you know what? It's easier just to show the video. This guy did an amazing video. So really, the way a rare breed trigger works is it's not binary. It forces a trigger reset. So on an AR-15 or an M16, whatever you're working with, the trigger doesn't really reset when you pull the trigger. So this forces your trigger reset. So like if you're shooting full auto, what happens is the trigger never actually resets. It just keeps releasing the bolt carrier. Boom, 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 boom. Well, they made a trigger that is not a binary trigger. It doesn't operate like a binary operates. You pull the trigger, and when you release it, when you pull it, it fires. When you release it, it fires. What this does is it literally forces a trigger reset. So you can try to hold the trigger back as hard as you can, and that trigger is still going to pop forward mechanically and reset. So if you're holding the trigger down, when it resets and you're holding it, it breaks. So you're still pulling the trigger every single time. So what the ATF decided was like, oh, we got to go after something right now, so we'll go after rare breed triggers. And what they did is they said that the rare breed trigger is a machine gun. It's now classified as a machine gun, and you have to have a $200 tax stamp and all this stuff, and you can't have them and everything else. So what rare breed did was they went like this. That's what rare breed did. It was fantastic. They ramped up production, started pushing triggers out faster. Like they were like, fuck you. We're going to run our triggers because it is not a machine gun. And it literally, as the definition of a machine gun with the ATF, it is not a machine gun. A machine gun, when you pull the trigger, it fires multiple rounds. A rare breed trigger, you pull the trigger, it resets, and then you're squeezing the trigger again, and it fires another round. It's doing that forcefully, which is pushing your finger forward and forcing you to fire another round. If you didn't keep pulling the trigger when you shot it, you would be shooting a normal semi-automatic rifle. No big deal. So, found a good video. This guy explains it, talks about the ATF letter and all that good stuff. So I'm going to play that real quick and show you guys exactly what it is, and he's got a good diagram of how it works. So check it out and keep commenting. Just so everybody knows, you got 20 minutes to enter the giveaway. And just so everybody knows,
5 minutes till Sean.
we are $50 away from $3 grand. 50
We're
bucks.
gonna hit it. 50
Come on.
more dollars.
While this video's going, this video's like 6 minutes long.
5 of you do 10 more dollars.
Yep, 5 people, 10 bucks. That's
One more
it.
entry.
$50. 50 bucks. That's where
We're
we need
almost
to get
there.
to.
Mission 0, 100 hours.
All right, check out this video and learn about the rare breed trigger and what the ATF is saying.
Welcome back, everybody. As you probably guessed from the title of the video, the ATF has gone rogue yet again and has declared a perfectly legal item to be now illegal and or a machine gun. They've done this in the past with a shoestring. I'm not making that up. That really happened. They declared a shoestring to be a machine gun. They've also declared in the past bump stocks to be a machine gun, even though they're not, as a court recently ruled. And now they're going after this trigger. Basically, the ATF seems to not like things that increase your split times. So that's a slippery slope, right? There's a lot of things that decrease split times, muzzle brakes, short reset triggers, etc. So where does it stop, right? So that's the danger of this slippery slope of an agency that is not held accountable to voters being able to turn people into criminals. So before we go down that rabbit hole too much, let's get into the actual letter itself. Looks like it was dated on the 26th of July. And basically, it says the ATF examined this trigger, the rare breed trigger, and determined it to be a machine gun as defined in the National Firearms Act. And the NFA defines a firearm, it says what it is there, and then goes into the definition of a machine gun is any weapon which shoots, is designed to shoot, or can be readily restored to shoot automatically more than one shot without manual reloading by a single function of the trigger. That last part is key, a single function of the trigger. The term shall also include the frame or receiver of any such weapon, any part of the designed and intended to solely or exclusively or combination of parts designed to and intended for use in converting a weapon into a machine gun, and any combination of parts from which a machine gun can be assembled if such parts are in possession under the control of a person. So again, the critical element there is a single function of the trigger. Now, I don't have a rare breed trigger here to show you, but I have used them so I can speak somewhat intelligently on them. So the biggest distinction, I can kind of explain this to folks who don't understand firearms really well. First off, I have a full video on how to convert an AR-15 into a machine gun. If you watch that video, what I'm about to say will make probably a lot more sense if you're not familiar with AR-15 or M16 triggers. So with a full auto M16 or AR-15 or M4 or whatever the case may be, basically you have an auto sear, and what that auto sear does is it prevents the trigger from resetting. So the trigger literally doesn't reset when an AR-15 is turned into a machine gun. Basically the bolt goes home, and then at that point the hammer goes forward once it's, of course, safely in the chamber, and it fires and continues to fire until you let off the trigger. There is no reset on a fully automatic AR-15. The rare breed trigger works completely different than that, in that where the sear would be on an auto sear, the rare breed trigger has a piece there, and what that does is it forces a reset on the trigger. So it forces the trigger to reset ahead of when it normally would on a mil-spec trigger, if that makes sense. So in order to continue firing, you need to pull again on the trigger, because the trigger's going to reset, then you have to pull again, trigger's going to reset, you have to pull again, trigger's going to reset, you have to pull again. So by the ATF's own definition in the Gun Control Act, it is not a machine gun, a single function of the trigger. Every time you have to pull it, so there's another pull, right? So that makes sense. So just like in the past when they determined many other things to be machine guns, this is absolutely not a machine gun, and they're just going rogue and usurping power that they don't have. From talking to folks today in the industry, several different contacts, I do not have an exact number, but I will tell you without question, just from, again, talking to different folks, over 50,000 of these at least are in the country, and probably a lot more. So what does that mean if you have one? What it means right now, as of right now anyway, is according to this letter, which again was written by people who are unelected, have no responsibility to the general public. They're just bureaucrats. You are in possession of a machine gun, and if you don't have the proper paperwork that goes with that, which you don't, no one does unless you're an 02, 07 FFL, then you are committing a felony, right? So there is that. It goes on to say to the folks over at Rare Breed Triggers what they are instructed to do. It says, number one, cease and desist all manufacture and transfer of Rare Breed triggers. Contact the ATF within 5 days of receipt of this letter to develop a plan for addressing those machine guns already distributed. Those machine guns already distributed. The NFA levies a $200 tax, tax on each firearm, and made an additional $200 tax on each firearm transferred. Rare Breed triggers may be liable for $200 making tax and a $200 transfer tax for each FRT, the trigger, 15 made and transferred. So they're threatening them to make them pay $400 per trigger that they actually sold. And again, there are a bunch of them out there at this point. And as of right now, if you're in possession of one, you are a felon according to this letter. Now, what is actually going to happen going forward from a practical perspective? Well, we know already the folks over at Rare Breed Trigger have started a lawsuit to get this stopped because obviously, again, ATF's going rogue and turning people into felons overnight for no apparent reason. If you guys follow me on social media, you'll see today I already put up a post where you guys can pick these triggers up. They're still available for sale, and companies are willing to sell them because they know this is absolutely absurd. So if you want to do that, you can do so. Just check out any of my social media outside of Instagram. And then also you can sign up for my email list, the Daily Deals email that will go out here today as well, with that link in there if you guys want to pick one up. And there's that. Yeah, I mean, if you have one right now, what would I do? I would not do anything. And if, law enforcement or whoever shows up with a warrant, contact a lawyer at that point. If you want to do anything else, that's up to you guys, but that would be my advice. If you have one right now, sit back and wait, because just like bump stocks, they were out there, they were everywhere in the public, and all of a sudden they were machine guns. They didn't go away. And then now recently with the ruling saying that bump stocks obviously aren't machine guns because it doesn't fit the ATF's definition under the Gun Control Act. Now all of a sudden people are magically shooting their bump stocks, which haven't been in production for years, out at ranges now. So very likely that will happen with these as the lawsuit plays out. But I don't know. Stay tuned for that. If you guys are interested in updates, definitely subscribe if you aren't subscribed. And if you are subscribed and you haven't seen 2 to 4 videos a week here on the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell. If you've done both of those and you're still not seeing those videos, you can sign up for my email list here. This one just has, generally speaking, 1 email a month, sometimes 2. It has all the videos since the last email, so that way there's no social media giant censoring.
Cut him off a little early there, but that dude does a good job on his reviews and his information. I really like his stuff especially when it comes down to an ATF ruling like that bullshit. So I'm like scrambling. This is the most work I've ever had to do a podcast. This is crazy.
You got reinforcements.
No
tonight.
shit. All right, so just so you, jeez, you're gonna break the table. Just so you guys know, Gavin. I gotta read these numbers again. Actually, you know what? We're gonna wait.
My dog.
Gavin is in the lead. Just so you guys know.
Gavin's my dog.
Gavin is in the lead. He's blowing it up here. We are at $3,220.
Smashed it.
Cynthia Keith, thank you so much, $10. And then Gavin just donated another $210.
Gavin's getting up there in Matty B range.
He is, man. Gavin's got $560 donated. Brian Goujon, $420, and Eric Johnson with Stephanie Johnson, his wife, I'm going to combine them, is $500.
Combined household donation.
Yep. So Gavin has pulled the lead out of nowhere. Gavin, oh my
Nice,
God.
man. Gavin, you got some entries. And by the way, I don't have any entries in this tonight.
No, I didn't put your name
so
in.
So you guys know, just because I did $1,000, I don't have all these entries. I don't want entries. This is for you guys for donating.
Yep, Matt has not one entry. I did not put his name in there at all.
I ain't winning shit.
Put mine in there like 10 times.
Yeah.
Woohoo! By the way, we got to talk really quick.
Yep.
I'm going to call Sean here in like 1 minute.
Yep.
Chris, how much is your gift card worth? Because this is huge, man.
$200 gift card.
Like, yeah.
Like I
Look,
says it.
Come on.
Like I says like
it's huge.
Yeah, it's just $200.
It's huge.
$200 for
$200 of
freedomfatigues.com.
Freedom Fatigues. I got a Freedom Fatigue shirt on. There's another one behind
Wait,
us.
that's right.
Nuke this. This is the new Nuke This shirt.
This
I
shirt,
have a new one on
this
right
shirt
now.
feels-
Save that for next week. We'll all shit.
Oh,
this shirt
we'll talk more
feels
next week.
this shirt feels fitting today. Like I feel like I'm the head
love it,
motherfucker in charge right now, trying to get all your guys' donations.
Well, that's the point of that
Holy
shirt.
hell!
The shirt makes you the head motherfucker
It does
in
have,
charge
it
when
does
you're
make
wearing
the
it.
head motherfucker.
So
in
here's
charge.
what we're doing. I'm
Fucking
gonna call
shit.
Sean right now. We're putting Sean on speakerphone.
Tell him he's
So
sitting on a bag.
I'm gonna
of
set
ammo.
you on a bag of ammo. I'll tell you on the phone. Here we go.
Alright. Let us know too, guys, when Sean gets on. If you guys can hear him, is that all the way up?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Sean!
Hey, you're live.
We're all here, buddy.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on? Say hi to the Pew Pew Nation world.
What's up, Pew Pew Nation?
All right.
Sean,
let
thanks
us know-
for doing this, man. And if anybody has a hard time hearing, just let us know. We're
Yeah,
gonna
let
get
us
it
know how
dialed
it
in.
sounds so we can figure out where to put the phone
Yeah,
here.
I've never been accused of being quiet, so it's all about location.
Yes,
On your end, man.
Exactly.
That's right. And Sean, I've heard you speak before. You don't need a microphone.
You don't.
Nah, but yet every now and then I get called out by a Marine for using one, so I stopped doing it.
Can't
That's
do
awesome.
That's
That is awesome.
man. So for everybody that's watching, we have Sean on the phone. Sean Young, Mission 100 Hours.
Everybody
This
hears
is a
him
great
good.
organization, and so everybody's here. They're tuning in. Great. It's great. Everybody can hear Sean. So, Sean, we did a little fundraiser for you, buddy, and I think we're going to talk a little more about that in a minute. But I would like the viewers to hear your story because we talked the other day, and I told you, man, this participating in Mission 100 Hours was just it was a total experience for me. And like you said, for one time going to a barbecue competition, it was so much bigger than just the barbecue competition about us and what we were doing. So, that's why I got really on board was hearing your story. So tell the Pew Pew Nation viewers about Mission 100 Hours and why you started it.
Hey, wait, Sean, real quick, too, first, before you start that, just quick little background about what branch, how long, and what you did.
Yeah, man. I'll give you the full debrief, man, and all the data that you need. So first, I want to thank you guys, man. It's I don't know, Matt. I don't know when that was that we talked. Was that like Monday or something? And
Yeah.
Tuesday of last week, I don't even know, it's blurring together, but you were already down the road with this, and you're like, oh crap, I should probably call and see if it's cool. I think it was beyond awesome.
Yeah, we were kind of running with it.
Yeah, that's absolutely, man. But I mean, I can't thank you guys enough for doing this. As a nonprofit that is 100% volunteer driven. We don't take salaries. Everybody's a volunteer. Our board, our committees, our organizers. All these deployments. Everybody's a volunteer. They take tremendous pride in our mission, and they take a lot of time off work and put a lot of energy into what it is that we do, just because they believe in what it is that we're doing. So, from all of us at MZHH and everybody that puts into this, we want to thank you. And thank you is probably not even a strong enough statement, because it doesn't seem good enough. But from the bottom of our hearts, man, thank you for everything that you do. It's unbelievable.
It's been an honor.
It really has. It really
putting
has.
this together. And like I said when I called you, Sean, I said, "Holy smokes, this got traction so fast." I was like, "Sean, I gotta call you and let you know this isn't a scam. We're not trying to raise money in your name. This thing's blowing up."
Yeah, it's awesome. And everybody right now is saying thank you for your service, and from us at Pew Pew Nation, we thank you for your service and everything that you do. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish I was in Afghanistan right now, quite honestly. But that was an earlier segment. Anyway, so I was U.S. Army Reserves, October 25th, 1995 to April 1st, 2001. I went into the Quartermaster Corps, became supply sergeant and battalion armorer for a tactical trans group, and did all my stuff. I had a deployment to Bosnia in '96 with the I-4. I went over there as part of the UN stuff, and came back mid '96, and it took me honestly probably, I don't know, hindsight's a lot better than foresight sometimes, but it was in the 2002, 2003, 4 range when think I kind of really had some serious issues, and I'm not gonna. I'm not going to go into too much of my dark past because, I think your eyes are on the front of your head and look forward, right, and not backward, but that's what makes us up. But I struggled a lot post-military with identity, some PTSD, things like that, and I ultimately, abused too much drugs, alcohol, ultimately ended my ass in jail for a year, and struggled with that for a long time, and then by, happenstance, found barbecue. I ended up going to a barbecue contest as a spectator in Northern Illinois in '07, and I was like, this is cool. I dig it, and had some, bought, a $20, plate of ribs and some sides, and it was awful. Some of the worst stuff I've ever had. And I'm like, this is competition barbecue? Jeez, I can do better than that, I didn't know that was a vendor, right? And now,
I know, buddy.
Right, so shit, no big deal, right? I make better stuff at home. So I spent the next year of my life building a 300-gallon offset pit, learned to weld on it, and then went back to the same contest the next year and competed for the first time, and that's when I met a lot of the barbecue community and some of the OG barbecue community, like, Scotty Johnson from Cancer Sucks and, Waz from QWOW, and, these are, world champions, and, that's when Pitmasters were coming out, and I'm in awe, of these guys, like, Scotty Johnson, I didn't know who he was, I'm hanging out with him, having drinks, and people are like, you know who that guy is? I'm like, no, I don't know who he is. They're like, oh, shit.
He's a big deal. What the hell?
Yeah, big deal at the time, right? So,
He's cool. I've got to spend some time with Scotty on the trail, too, man. What a great guy to talk to.
Yeah. I mean, Scotty will outcook most of us in his sleep to this day, right? So, we got our butts kicked. I think we got a call. And, but the whole experience really, I was like, wow, my adrenaline started pumping again. The checklist and the timing and all those things are so very military in nature in competition barbecue. It's very precise, right? And being, in a trans group in the Army, I was like, wow, this is familiar. Packing up shit, moving shit, unpacking shit, moving shit, packing up shit, right? Did a lot of that. And I was like, this is cool. So, I started, just jumped in as deep as I could, as fast as I could, started cooking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 contests a year. And that really became my therapy for a lot of my post-military struggles, and, turned my life around and started companies, and, and now I run 4 full-time businesses plus the nonprofit. And, I look at my dark years behind myself as kind of like the misappropriated entrepreneurial drive. So then, fast forward to now, and, we're 3 years ago, I was just kind of one of those Friday night barbecue contest chit chats with your buddies, I really like to take my experience and help other veterans, because this here, the community, the family, the support network, this is very good, and it's therapeutic. And cooking barbecue on a Saturday, Master Series all the way through Saturday, 2 days, 3 days, you kind of check out, don't check your email, not answering phone calls, just get the hell out of Dodge, almost camping for the weekend, and this could be good. So, reached out to some friends, and we spun up a 501c3. We're if we're going to do it, we're going to do a nonprofit, we're going to do it the right way, be hyper transparent about everything that we do, and spun it up, and went and did a training mission in August. We took 5 barbecue teams and 5 veterans at a location, and embedded the veterans with the teams and took a bunch of notes, and said what works, what doesn't work, what do we need to change, and got moving. And then COVID hit, so we pivoted and started doing our deployments, and that's when we went up to Bova last year, and met Charlie and all those guys, and just been kind of moving forward that way. And we run our own series of events in the Chicagoland area called Saluting with Smoke. So we did a steak event in May, Saluting with Steak, where one of our events that we run, we embed a veteran with every team. You cannot cook our event without a veteran in your cook site for the whole weekend. And we cover their travel, their expenses, their everything that they need. We've flown veterans in from Florida, put them in hotels, rented them cars, whatever we can do to give them that experience of competitive cooking, because we're kind of outside of just pure barbecue at this point. We're doing SCA and stuff like that, and that experience, that just forget about it. And man, we had no idea some of the feedback and some of the impact that we've had, not only with the veterans, but with the teams, and Matt, you got to experience that, but that impact and the stories that we're hearing about and people are telling us about, how it helped them. And, it's barbecue probably saved my life. It's why we say barbecue saves lives. And, we started this if we can help one, right? It's worth it. It's going a little farther than that, and now we're just trying to figure out how do we take this and make it much larger. And ideally, at some point, hopefully, this can be a national nonprofit doing this all over the place.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
awesome.
awesome, Sean. And I'll tell you, I got introduced to the barbecue world about 5 years, ago with Kevin, and been cooking with him for quite a while now. And in that comp last year at Westland, there were teams with veterans out there, and we got to see it from the outside looking in. And when we talked to the teams afterwards, specifically like Jim and Linda Miller, they were just in awe of the experience. Jeff with Booyah Q, he said, man, it was one of the coolest things he ever did. So, when you guys asked us to do it this year, Kevin called me and I told him, I said, it's funny you called me. I said, because I was already thinking we should do this. We should reach out to them and do this. And man, that whole weekend, the experience, and Andy got to share a little piece of it Friday night with the Redbird.
Yep.
You guys put on a great, you guys are so well organized in what you do and how you take care of the vets at these barbecue competitions. That prime rib dinner,
Oh my
damn,
God,
man, I'm going to tell you again, that freaking sauce with that prime rib was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And the baked potato bar was sweet. So, and the breakfast
The whole
too that
thing
you guys
was
did
awesome.
Saturday
I didn't
morning
get
was
the breakfast
outstanding.
until I was
So,
there, but the
yeah,
Friday night stuff, oh my
you
God.
missed out on killer biscuits
Yeah,
and gravy.
yeah.
But you
Well,
guys.
if you guys want to skip out on Silver Lake and come down to Honor Q September 11th as our 9/11 memorial event, it's going to be that even better for dinner and breakfast. So
man.
just saying, boys.
So,
I know, man,
unfortunately-
I know. That's going to be Andy's
Yeah,
first.
that's
He's
my
doing the
first one by
backyard.
myself.
Oh, all right,
Cooking
good for
the,
you,
the
man.
ribs and wings as Pew Pew barbecue by myself for the first time. So
That is
pretty cool.
fantastic. Well, you look at Charlie, right? Like, I mean, went out and did his first solo rib cook. After a year later, after hopping into our program, and we have so many veterans that we've been working with that have that this has impacted, and I'm humbled, and I had no idea that we were going to be able to start having the impact that we had as small as we are. We're a very small nonprofit, and but me being the builder, that's what I am. I build stuff. That's my personality. Like, I'm looking at, all right, look at our impact with, we raised like $56,000 last year, something like that, right around there. The impact we have with $56,000. Well, what kind of impact can we have with $5.6 million? Like, how do I go get that? So that's where I go in my head.
That's awesome.
That is
You
awesome.
keep setting goals, and that's a great deal. It's a great organization for a great cause. And the impact stories, I got to hear a couple of those impact stories on Saturday at awards at All American Barbecue Throwdown hosted at the PEW PEW in Westland. We got to hear a couple of those stories, and that really set this in even deeper for me. And then that was why I called Andy up, and I was like, man, we got to do something. There's every now and again something really just pulls a string, and this was it for me, because we got to take part in this great experience, and that's why we were able to, we decided to put this fundraiser together for you guys. But
Yeah.
talk about how you mentioned where you want to take this. You mentioned where you've come from, and kind of how you put it together and why you put together. Other impactful stories or anything else that you've heard, or any guys that have been in the program, veterans that you've really heard back from that
that's
you,
what I
you
was.
speak
That's
to?
that's what I was going to ask actually. Is like, what's your turnaround for veterans that cook, that go through the deployments that you guys do? Like, how many of them actually go on to to do competition barbecue or try at least a competition that you hear of?
we have an amazingly high turnaround, I guess, rate, whatever we're going to call that. I don't even have a name for it yet. This stuff's literally like happening live, right? We're trying to absorb it and soak this stuff in and consume it because, it's happening so organically. But, I mean, Charlie, we met him a year ago at Bova, which was, so what is he, year and a couple weeks. And, he got a drum smoker that, was gifted to him from somebody at one of our events as a thank you for their service. I'll call him out, Rick Tischler from Tischler's Market. Won a drum smoker at one of our events and gave it to Charlie, and it's like, thank you for your service. Charlie's an Afghan vet, and he was 173 Airborne Combat Team, and Rick gave it to him, and we shipped it up to him, and he started cooking, and he's cooking 2-3 times a week, sometimes every day, and went out and did a solo rib cook, and didn't finish. His goal was to not finish last, and he didn't.
I traded ribs with Charlie on Friday night, man, and Charlie cooked a great rib. Charlie cooked a great rib Friday night.
That was a great rib. I was like, this is a good rib. Like, man, you could do well. But, Captain Jacobs, he's had his struggles, and he got in the car and he drove up to Bova by himself on Friday night, to be there for awards for Charlie. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, the organic nature that things are happening, and to see the progress that people are making from some food sport, from cooking meat over some fire. Like, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
And like you said, Sean, competition barbecue gives people an outlet. It's very mission oriented. There's a schedule, involved, and puts people back in the mission again. And me not being in the military but cooking competition barbecue, one of the first things that I really noticed about competition barbecue was the people, that network, that barbecue family that we get to be part of.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome to be able to bring these veterans in for a competition and expose them, introduce them to the barbecue family, because, like I told Nick, who cooked with Kevin and I, Kevlar Barbecue, I told him, you're part of the barbecue family, man. I mean, that's it. Once you're in, once you come cook one of these things, you're in.
Yep.
And it's not because you say you're in, it's because they tell you you're in.
They tell you.
They pull you in.
They really do.
And you know what that's like.
I was gonna say that's what I experienced, because I just started this myself. What have we done? 5 or 6 cooks, I think.
Rib burns.
Yeah, we did all the
spring
rib
fling,
burns and the spring fling and stuff like that, and I knew nothing about it. Matt was like, dude, come cook with me, try it out, see what you do. The first one I did, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I tried my hand in building the box. I did okay at it. Yeah. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then the next thing I know, like, I have a decent presence on Facebook and social media. Unfortunately, I hate it, but it's part of my job. So all of a sudden, all these barbecue guys are friend requesting me on Facebook, and there's people on here watching that I literally met at the barbecue competitions that I would consider a friend, and even though we only see each other at a barbecue comp, you know what I mean? And it's such a close family, like, tight group that it's just awesome. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I get it, and we summarize that with one of our mantras, which is "We've got your six," and that's no joke. And that's why we give out challenge coins at awards to everybody that's completed it. You guys got your coins, right? And that's no joke. That means you're part of a crew. It means you're part of a family. It means you have support and a network. And at any time, at any point, every veteran, everybody that has ever been through our program has my cell phone number, and they're under, very strict instructions. If you need anything at any time, at any point, you call, and I'll pick up the phone, and we'll see if we can figure it out, because, the veteran community gets forgotten about, right? So it's up to us to make sure that doesn't get worse, and that, these veterans that go into harm's way, sacrifice time with their family, watching their kids get born, inability to, watch them grow up, miss all those events and to do it for what, $12 an hour or whatever. I don't know what E1 pay is anymore, but maybe even less than that. To do it for that when they're done with their service, they know that we've got their six, and there's people that actually give a shit and care about them.
Yep.
Damn straight. Yep. Sean, you mentioned the challenge coin, and I don't know, you're on the phone, so I just showed my challenge coin. One, I wanted you to know that I had this thing on me.
Oh, you better not let me catch you without that. You're going to be a very expensive round. I drink very high-end bourbon.
That's right, man. And you know what? And so, you gave me this challenge coin. You shook my hand with this challenge coin, and that meant so much to me right there. And this to me, carrying this challenge coin is so much more than what it is, because I wasn't in the military, but it's a daily reminder to me of veterans, and it's a daily reminder to me that I got to do my part at keeping our six. Your veterans, keeping your six. And I wear that T-shirt. I wear it loud and proud, man. And when I see that on my back, and what we've been able to do, this is just a small contribution for us to you guys, but to the veterans, But yeah, I want to let you know I had that coin, man, and I've been carrying this coin every single day since. It means a lot to me, man, and it'll always be that way. This isn't just a fad. This isn't something that's going to wear out. And I hope next summer, the next time I see you, you take out that coin and you tap it on that table, buddy, because I'm going to have mine ready to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you better. I got coin number 1 in my pocket, and it doesn't leave my side. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Stephanie Johnson asked, are these events open to anyone? Love to attend. One or more to help out. So some of the events are open to the public, some are not. So
a lot of times you can, a lot of times barbecue competitions are part of some other type of event going on.
Yeah.
The Westland barbecue comp is part of a Westland blues and barbecue event. They moved us down to the Bova because they kind of kicked us out of their area. So thank God and props to the Bova for taking us in.
Yeah.
So there are some other things going on, but you can always come down. When we're having that Westland comp.
So let me plug something and then give you guys a little preview to next year. I have to be very careful about my preview, but first thing, if you want to get involved, currently we're a Chicagoland-based nonprofit. We've been in Michigan. Our goal is to kind of move into the Midwest area next year. So we're always looking for volunteers. We're a 100% volunteer-driven organization. We need not only volunteers at our deployments and things like that, at our events in Chicagoland, we always need volunteers. But there's lots of stuff that can be done, right? Dialing for dollars to help us raise some money, helping find sponsors for our events and donors. Excuse me, and things like that. So if you want to get involved as a volunteer, go to our website. You'll see a Join Now button up there. Click to Join Now. It's totally free. Fill out your information. Click if you're a cook team or a vet or a volunteer, and get in our database so that we know where we have folks, because a lot of our future planning is going to be based on where we have support. So we look at those things, and we look at pockets of support. And if we have a whole bunch of veterans and a whole bunch of volunteers in, somewhere in Ohio, well, then we're going to start looking there to do a deployment, and then we'll start talking to organizers of barbecue contests in the area, because we know we have support there, right? So if you want to help us, go fill that out. Membership is totally free, costs nothing. So that's a great way to do it. Another thing is we are in the middle of a pilot program, which will be our second program. Our first program is our Barbecue Saves Lives program. This program doesn't even have a name yet. We did a pilot of this, but basically we take corporate donor dollars and we go purchase heavily discounted Amazon trucks. We have an organization we deal with that sells returned, not returned, because all the stuff's in great condition. It's mostly like the box has a tear in it, so it got returned to Amazon or Walmart, right? But seasonal items, clothing, toys, household items, things like that. And we buy the full 18-wheeler. We have a facility that processes that 18-wheeler, and we find the stuff that we think can benefit veterans, and we give it to veterans for free. And we did this program back in our Memorial Day event, Saluting the Stake, where we had, I think we had 9 or 10 8-foot tables full of donated goods. And if you were a veteran in need and you needed something for your kids, we had, clothing and toys and household items and coffee makers and toasters. And if you needed it, take it. It's free.
That's awesome.
We'll be doing that again at Honor Queue here, September 10, 11, and we'll be doing it again in November to work out the kinks. And then next year we'll be launching this on our website, where it's free. You sign up for free as a veteran, and stuff will pop up on our marketplace, and all you do is pay the shipping and on the item, and you get it for free. So
That's awesome.
things like that are coming up. So if you want to get involved, we need help with logistics and things like that. So if you have any background, that kind of stuff, we're always looking for people. And then moving into next year, we're working on kind of a Barbecue Saves Lives tour. It's going to be barbecue related, kind of going to be a pro-am maybe. Don't know. We're working on it behind the scenes, but I don't want to lead off the base too much here, but Matt, were you around during the Sam Club days of KCBS?
No, that was just before my time.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop right there.
All right. Sounds good. I got an idea where you might be going.
Hopefully we're going to host all these at the American Legions and VFWs all across the country, but more on that January.
Sweet.
Well, I got to tell you too. I'm gonna make my best efforts to make the trip out there in November to see you guys, since we will be cooking at the Silver Lake Festival. But again, Sean, thank you so much for all you do.
Absolutely.
It's been an honor to take part in raising some funds. And for the podcast people, we lost you for a quick second, but I don't think we missed a whole lot. And I just want to say to everybody, we're about to do the total on the donations. Sean, stay on the phone. We're about to do the total on the donations. We're about to do the drawing. But from here on forward today, Sean just told you guys how you can still help out Mission 100 Hours, and that's mzhh.org. And so we did this cool thing to raise some funds for this giveaway. You guys can continue to give to mzhh.org. You can set it up. You can sign up for regular. You can donate X amount a month. One-time donations, $10, $20, $100, $1,000. They'll take it. They got all kinds of resources to deploy these funds. So, dollars. I said bucks. I say bucks.
I was. So Dick's typing in here. His real name.
Donations, you donate beer, Dick.
Yeah, so Dick's asking us for donating beer.
We're drinking beer, Dick.
Good stuff. So let's. Do you want to do the grand total now?
So
Andy?
let's go through. Sean, you're still with us, right?
Yeah.
Roger that.
Hang on, man. We're gonna add up some totals for you.
So we shut this off at 8 o'clock. I commented on here while you were talking. We shut it off at 8 o'clock. But like Matt said, you can still donate. You're just not going to get entered into our giveaway, but you are still donating to an amazing cause. So mchh.org. Make sure you guys check it out. Save it in your favorites so you can find it later. Or message me if you forget, and I'll send it to you. But I'm going to go through these totals. So this is the first time that I've done something like this. So just so you know, Sean, I started this. This is episode 70. So 70 weeks ago, I started doing this, and I did it because I was bored. I kind of the same thing. I needed an outlet. I needed to be able to talk to people, be able to rant, and have people either agree or disagree or whatever. I didn't know where it would go or how it would go, and we clearly have, I'm gonna say, the most amazing audience in the world. We have the best fans ever. Seriously, this blew my mind. So we set a goal of $1,000 last week on the show. On episode 69, I wanted to hit $1,000. We hit it in about 25 minutes. It was insane. So we are currently up to, well, currently I say, but it's closed. We are up to $3,220 in donations.
That is outstanding.
So I'm going to go through this list of names because these people all deserve recognition, I feel. So Dan, we make fun of his name all the time, and just because it's an inside joke. Zachow. It's Zacho. Zacho. So Dan Zacco donated $100.
Zach Westheimer.
Zach.
Zach Westheimer, he donated $100. That's actually Zach Westheimer. That's another little. There you go.
Jennifer Harding, $100. Lynn Marie donated $20. Paul Thurkow donated $100. Brian just kept donating. Brian Goujon, $420 from Brian Goujon. Beth Harding, $100. I'm gonna skip that one for right now and go back to it. Eric Johnson and Stephanie Johnson are a couple, but they donated separately. That's $500 between the two of them. Jeff Booyah, he donated $50. Marianne Vincent donated $50. Matt Ragsdale donated $100. Cliff Scott $10. Cynthia Keith donated $10. And then our highest donation, and he blew my mind today. He just kept donating. Literally just kept donating. Gavin Gonowicha. I might have butchered your name. Sorry, Gavin. But $560 Gavin donated today.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Goodness, thank you, sir.
So,
and hey, folks,
and then,
whether it was $10 or
$5,
$500, man, you guys are all awesome for doing it.
And of course, Matt matched $1,000 last week, so that brought our total up to $3,220.
Yeah, but aren't you guys giving away like $9,000 worth of 9mm?
250 rounds.
250 rounds, but it depends on where you're at. It could be worth that much.
Sean, as Billy Mays used to say, I'm still not done. So we did the 3220 total, and today I do executive briefings every Wednesday morning, and I huddled up with my management team at my company. And my company is going to donate another $500 as well on top of the $3,220. So $3,720 if my math is correct.
It is.
$3,720 we raised for Mission Zero $100.
That's crazy. Awesome. We need a round of applause for that one. Hit the clap button here. Oh man, clap. That is amazing, guys. Seriously, like my mind is blown. Like I came home last week after the show and I was talking to my wife and I could not believe the donations. I couldn't believe it. Like the fact that you guys hang out every week with us for a couple hours on a Wednesday night, and then you the generosity that you guys had. I'm speechless, literally. I can't believe that. Like we literally raised $3,720 for an amazing cause.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
it's amazing.
And Sean, I want to get with you after the show. I know we've been trying to get in touch over the past week or so, and I've just been crazy busy, so I apologize for that. But we will definitely get in touch.
I got another little MZHH side project we're spinning up that I think you're going to be really interested in.
All right.
So, yeah, but that is absolutely awesome. I cannot thank you guys enough. Again, I keep saying it. Thank you is not a strong enough statement for what you guys have done. But I'm just, every time we do something for MZHH, whether it's a deployment or an event or stuff like this, I am absolutely amazed, humbled, and honored to have all the people circling around us with support that give us the opportunity to go out and do this. And it's not easy work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of late nights, early mornings. We all have full-time jobs, and we stuff this in around it, and because it's important work to us. And it's not easy. It takes a toll, but stuff like this, man, this just fills our sails with energy and positivity that we need to continue to go forward and ranger the fuck on, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Well, real quick, what I was gonna get with there, Sean, is that like moving forward too, like you're organization, man. It lines up with everything that we do, and being here with Freedom Fatigues, our mission is to donate to police, fire, military, and the fact is I get to pick who I donate to, so I'm definitely going to be including you here over the next
we'd be honored.
well, I mean, just moving forward. I'm not even going to give a time on it. Let's just say moving forward. We'll leave it at that.
Awesome, man.
You know,
Appreciate that,
just
Chris.
moving forward. We're going to be keeping you in our right there. So
I love it. I love it. You guys are awesome, man. Got nothing but love for you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got it. You want to pick a winner, Andy? Why we got
let's have Sean on
We're
the
gonna
line.
spin the wheel. Sean, if you got a couple more minutes, we're gonna spin the wheel here real quick.
Yeah,
Pick a winner.
so this is for, so I donated 250 rounds myself to get the giveaway going. And then obviously you sent me this awesome little package of 3 hot sauces from Risky Brisket, which
Awesome stuff, by the way, Sean.
I'm gonna
Awesome
actually cry putting these in the box for the giveaway because I kind of want them. I'm gonna have to order some.
I accidentally opened up that one.
Let's give it away. Don't worry about it.
There we go.
I got a guy.
There we go.
I'll send you my address after.
Yeah. And then freedomfatigues.com donated $200 gift card. So we actually didn't even have a total for that gift card until today. Chris just came up with it.
That's outstanding.
$200 to freedomfatigues.com, which has my clothing line as well, Pew Pew Nation clothing or apparel on there as well. So somebody's going to get $200 of that. Michigan Barbecue Supply stepped up with $50 gift card from Michigan Barbecue Supply. And then I also donated, I'm a gun guy. I like things that go bang. So I figured I have a whole bunch of exploding targets at my house. So I donated 4 pounds of of 1 pounder Tannerite Sonic Boom. And then I donated another 4 half pounders, so 2 pounds of half pounders. Yeah. And a pack of 10 22 targets that explode. So
Those are super fun to tape under a toilet seat.
That's right, man.
I got
We gotta get Sean up here sometime to go shooting with us.
Sean just convinced me we're partying together. That's
All right.
awesome.
We're
All
gonna
right,
play
so
stand here.
we are. I don't know if you are watching as well, Sean, or not, but we're gonna pull up the
Spin the wheel, baby.
The wheel of names is what I call it. Well, we didn't come up with a name for it. What do we call it?
We're gonna figure it out.
We gotta figure something out.
That one's
'cause
gonna
I always
take more
pull it up.
thought.
Yeah.
Pew wheel didn't work out.
Spinny majabber do with names on it.
Spinny wheelie
Spinny
thing.
wheelie thingy.
All right,
Jobber.
so here you guys go. You guys should be seeing it. Oops,
All right.
I gotta move his logo. There we go. All right, so you guys should be seeing it. So what we have here is, let me pull this up. We have a total of 226 entries. So every $10 that anybody donated, they got 1 entry. So somebody that donated $400 got 40 entries into the giveaway. So you guys can see this live. I am shuffling the names. This is everybody's name, 226 total. Shuffle them up a few times. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Don't you have like that button where it plays the drums in the background or something?
You
All right.
cancel
We
for
should.
the
I
Jeopardy
wish I had
music
that.
or what?
I
Like
think
spin.
Yeah.
They spin it.
Look at that.
226 names, and
Who's gonna
the
be the
winner
winner?
is. I can't even read the names because they're so
Up,
small.
up.
It is Gavin.
Gavin, you know what,
Gavin.
Gavin, good for you, buddy, because you did some
You
donating.
did some
Everybody
donating,
did,
buddy.
Man.
And,
So
and
there
honestly,
you
this
go.
thing doesn't. It just.
It
Now,
just total-
when we did a test and there
Yep,
were people with
we
like
did a
that
test.
donated $10.
$10.
Yeah.
Picked the
Oh, yeah.
$10.
It is completely
So,
random.
It's completely random. So
Gavin, congratulations.
Good
Yeah.
job, man. That's
Thank you
probably
guys.
the biggest giveaway ever at Pew Pew Nation's
That was
done,
a-
right?
That was
I
a
mean,
good one. That was a good one.
definitely a good one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's worth. It was worth about $500, but with Chris's 200, it's probably worth
awesome,
about
man.
$650 or so. So
what a great idea!
Congratulations,
Again,
Gavin.
So I want to say, just kind of in somewhat of a summary here, because Andy, I came to you, had this idea. I appreciate you doing this, Chris. Don't bang your elbow. Shake my hand again, man.
Yeah, you trying to
Thank
hurt
you
me
for
again?
doing that. Sean, Risky Brisket Hot Sauce, man. I think that probably closed the deal on the
I
last
think it
round of
did, yeah.
donations
Hell
right
yeah.
there. And, the ammo, everything you guys did. But the viewers, you guys doing this means a lot.
Absolutely.
I wanted to donate $1,000 and challenge you guys, and I did that rather quickly. $3,720 where we got to is just an outstanding result. So, Sean, thanks for doing this. Thanks for taking the time out to tell us about Mission 0 100 Hours, mzhh.org. You guys donate. Keep that going for Sean. You guys just heard from him all the great things that they do with this money. 100% of the proceeds from your guys' donations is going to Mission 0 100 Hours. So,
Yeah,
Sean, thank you
absolutely
so
awesome.
much, man. We really appreciate it. And thank you for all you do.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to all your listeners at Pew Pew Nation. I'm speechless, man. Matt, you know me. It's very hard to shut me up. So that's awesome.
It's awesome.
Sean, that's all you need to say, man. I mean,
Yeah.
really, that's it. And I can't wait to see you again on the trail. Check's in the mail, buddy. We're gonna send you some money down.
And Sean, I'll be getting with you. Maybe even right after the show. I'll give you a holler if you got time. If not, we'll do it another day.
I'm around. Give me a shout after the show. I gotta go. I gotta gear up tomorrow. We're heading to Madison, Indiana tomorrow for the Riverfest. Try and go win some more barbecue this weekend.
That's it, man. It's
All right.
Thursday. Time to start trimming meat. Get going, buddy. Or that's what you do on Wednesdays.
man.
Yeah.
Our schedule's within minutes, brother.
All right, buddy.
Thank you so much. Can't thank you guys enough, man.
All right, Sean, thanks.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Cool.
All right. So congratulations, Gavin. Somebody said. I know.
Yeah, here's a hat.
I know.
We're gonna save
I
that
feel
for
like
next.
I
We're gonna
gotta-
save that for next week.
I feel like I'm gonna give that magazine away because it's been sitting there forever, and we gotta give something
Give
away
something
because
away.
I'm giving something away
I'm
every
drinking beer on the
episode.
podcast, so I'll be back in a minute.
We'll give away
Give
some
away
beer.
a magazine.
Give away some beer. Why not? So congratulations, Gavin. Though seriously, and everybody, thank you guys so much for the donations. Let's give it away. It's just a magazine. But we gotta say we gave something away every episode. Technically, we gave away $650 worth of shit today. But every episode, I gotta give something. So
First
let's do it.
person to type the number wins.
All right. So when you see,
Can we do it that way?
we can do that. I'm gonna do a Chris giveaway here. So when you see start, you're gonna guess number 1 through 100, but don't guess anything over 50.
See, Andy's catching on.
It's a Chris giveaway. It's a Chris giveaway. And this is for Combat Handguns Magazine. That's, I don't know. That's just what I got here.
Yeah, plus time. After all that good stuff, it's kind of like can't top it, right? So
Yeah, exactly. So keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100 for 1 through 100, but don't guess over 50 for this Combat Handguns. And just so we can say we gave something away on our 70th episode, other than the big giveaway.
come on, baby.
1 through 100.
1 through 30.
1
1 through 30. Come on, I'm helping you out, people. Anything above 30, you're not gonna win.
through 30. I love it. Boom!
Boom, we got a winner!
We got a winner!
Eric Johnson.
Stop guessing.
You win.
Eric Johnson, you got yourself the Combat Handguns magazine. We had to give something away.
Yeah, right on.
So the other thing that I just realized that we need to add real quick is that Brian Goujon actually is donating one of the custom Pew Pew Nation holsters that he had made, all leather holster with our logo on it, to Gavin for winning. So that's freaking awesome.
That's badass.
That is badass, and I believe we're still doing on episode 76. I think we're still doing that holster giveaway with Brian as well. So
Cool.
let me know, Brian, if we're still doing that. But thank thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for the donations. I mean, that's seriously, that's insane.
You guys are awesome.
$3,720 we raised for Mission 0 100 Hours. We're going to be doing.
Feel good about that one, man. You guys should all feel good about that.
Tugging at those little strings that hang down there
That's
from their
right.
heart.
Everybody that donated.
Reminds you that you got one.
We asked.
Sometimes. Yeah, it's like,
We asked, you guys
Hold on.
delivered. Thank you.
Yep, exactly.
Boom.
76 as it is. So we're still doing a giveaway for a holster on the 76th episode. So 6 more weeks. Thank you guys again. Seriously. Make sure you check out Mission 0 100 Hours, mchh.org. Keep donating to those guys. Check out PewPewNationUSA.com. All of our apparel is on there, as well as your, I don't think I can call them COVID cards because I'll get arrested or something.
Whatever you call it, I got one.
Yeah, one of those cards that might get you into somewhere because people are stupid, you know. And then make sure you check out freedomfatigues.com as well. All your American-made apparel, literally 100% American-made, veteran-owned, Leo-owned.
Right here, baby.
That's the man right there. All these shirts, nuke this, everything. Make sure you check it out. And Michigan Barbecue Supply, which is MI Barbecue Supply, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Mark Trudak, if
Yes.
you're watching, Mark and Kaylee,
Yep.
sweet Kaylee.
Yep.
Thank you so much for supporting the show and all you guys do, and also for donating this gift card for this awesome cause.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You guys are awesome.
any new viewers out there today too, thank you for joining.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Make sure you join us every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually we give away a whole bunch of stuff live. We gave away a magazine today and $650 worth of ammo, gift cards, hot sauces, exploding targets. You know, it's just what we do.
Absolutely.
It's just what we do. I was gonna try to do the math and figure out like the average of what we give away per show with 70 shows.
I've done pretty well.
Yeah. And I didn't have a chance to do it. So maybe next week I'll try to figure out like an average of how many dollars we've given away.
Don't. I'll be like, what? How am I even in business anymore? Like, come on, man. Like, for real?
Well, this is how you're
We'll be
still in
doing
business.
another fundraiser
Stephanie
for
Johnson
Freedom
just bought us.
keep that number to yourself. Don't let me know, because I'll be like, whoa. Next week we'll be giving away a pen. Like, boom. It's not even my pen. It's Andy's
Chris is
pen.
sleeping on the couch.
All right.
No, just
We're
kidding.
out of here.
Absolutely. Have a great week, everybody.
Stephanie ordered $160 worth of Freedom Fatigues last week. Thank you, Stephanie. That's awesome.
Absolutely love it.
Looking good,
Thanks,
man.
Steph.
I think Stephanie can do $200 this week. Just saying.
Oh,
Shit.
All right, we're gonna leave you guys with what happens if you drive with cooties.
I love that.
love it.
Love it.
Thank
See
you,
you guys
everybody.
later.
See y'all.
Hats
Peace out.
off. Hats off to the viewers.
By the
you
way,
guys did a great
You
job.
guys were twinning today. I don't know
Yeah,
if
we
you
were
guys
being
man.
lovers. I
Sporting
see
the
the
Freedom
back.
Fatigues.
It was a
hat.
little gay.
Good
Well,
thing they
we
did.
didn't
I'm not allowed to
record
say
it.
that. I don't know if I can say that, but I did. I don't give a fuck. All right, see you guys later.
Everybody,
Thank
love you.
We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Make sure you go on my Facebook and share my post about if you voted for Joe Biden. It's blowing up, and I want it to go even bigger. So share it. See you guys later.
Master of the house. Mr. Jacob. Oh, crap! It's the cops! It's all right, Nancy. It's just a little truck. Keep it cool. Is there a problem, officer?
Just doing a random cootie check.
Random cootie check.
Yeah, random cootie check. It's a new law.
So you just stop people to see if they have cooties?
No, I stop people to make sure they got their cooties shot.
Oh, okay.
Have you got your cootie shot?
What happens if I don't?
Well, I'll impound your car and take you to jail.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm serious. I take DWU very seriously.
CWU?
Yep.
Is that like driving while drunk?
No, I'm afraid DWU is far more serious than that.
Well, what's DWU?
Driving while unvaccinated. Okay?
You're kidding, right?
Nope.
Am I being punked?
Nope.
Is this a joke?
Nope, I'm afraid not. We here at the CCP don't joke about the cootie shot, okay?
What's a CCP?
Cootie check patrol.
Are you a cop?
Not exactly.
What are you, like a judge?
Nope, not a judge.
Well, if you're not a cop and you're not a judge, then what are you?
Basically, I'm the guy that's gonna take your car and send you to jail if you don't show me your cooties card.
Cooties card?
Yeah, your cooties card. They give it to you after you get your cooties shot.
Yeah, I got my cooties card.
Can I see it, please?
Well, I don't have it with me.
Rule number 1 of the CCP handbook clearly states that you must carry your cootie card with you at all times. I'm gonna have to place you under arrest for breaking the cooties law.
I'm sorry, I had a few drinks after work, and, I'm pretty drunk, and I forgot to mention that I didn't get my cootie shot yet.
You haven't had your cootie shot yet?
But I was actually on my way to get my cootie shot right now.
You were? You were gonna get it?
Yep, I was headed to get my cootie shot right before you pulled me over.
Oh, well, this changes everything. You're free to go.
Sorry about the confusion, officer. I get a little loopy when I drink and drive.
Totally understandable, ma'am. It was an honest mistake. Thanks for keeping America safe. Have a great night.
Whew, that was a close one. All right, off to the next bar.